Pahlavi text translated by E.W. West, Part 4. Contents of the Nasks, Clarendon, Oxford University Press, 1892. Dinkard, Book 9, Chapter 44. 1. In the 21st Bargard, Bohu Kshatram, it is said by Ahurmazd thus: I produced, O Zarathustra, the desire for a good ruler. And this, too, is said, that when there is a desire for a good ruler, suitable for a share of the world, whoever is suitable for a share of the world is a development of that character also, owing to the share which is given him, and by him who is himself also developing the character by giving him a share. Giving the share is producing a helper. The Gidar, production of a helper, is a perfect action, and superiority of action is owing to thought and speech. 2. About the place where the best wealth is the produce of water, earth, and plants. Also its best supplication is lamentation for the religion, and the sovereignty is liberality. 3. About favors being begged from the sacred beings, even with words controverting the response of the sacred beings, the favors for the worthy are to be contended for worthily. 4. About connection of the power of intelligent remembrance and wise discrimination, one with the other. 5. About the attraction of the mercy of the spirit and leadership together into the supreme heaven, Gorod Mano, for observation regarding the good creatures. 6. About the begging and teaching of that intelligence which is with the increase of good works, also the imperceptible acquirement of wealth occurs thereby. 7. This too, that whoever gives himself up with humility and reverence to him who is a high priest of the true religion is proficient far Sanaki Aito in the religion, and the benefit produced by him for him who is good is the liberality which is provided for the sacred beings. 8. About Ahurmazd, having created water, plants, animals, and the law of the primitive religion for the nourishment, arrangement, and succession of the creatures. 9. About the comfort of the spirit of the liturgy of the religion, when he who is a man of credible wisdom and superior disposition utters it. 10. This too, that the wicked one who does not believe the deception that he teaches to others, which is his through his own spiritual Lord, yet when he teaches multitudes, Kabadan is convinced by it, attains as the end of that teaching eminence, Padgahi, for barefaced deceit, Barahnako, Fradipi, public falsehood, and disjointed belief. 11. And about mankind being bodily prepared also for the future existence by fire and melted ore, in the worldly existence the acquitted and incriminated as regards the law have become thereby manifest, and in the future existence the torment of the wicked and the gratification of the righteous. 12. About Bahuman and Ashavahist being invoked for assistance also in danger from the wicked, and about appropriating the best existence through righteousness alone. 13. And this too, that a happy coming of men to the supreme heaven exists for the righteous, but no coming of anyone from the wicked. 14. About the enmity of the Ka'i sodomite, Va-Epo, Akt, the heretic of the dark existence to Zarathustra, and the causing of disturbance, Sik Linidano, by him, and the wicked of similar kinds to him, among those who follow Zarathustra is extreme, and the primeval hellish existence is for them. 15. About the closing of the abode of the Ka'e and Karap from virtuousness, and this too, that they do not develop the worldly existences, nor attend to the spirit, but they contract the world and dissipate the spirit. 16. About the worthiness of the sovereignty of the Ka'e Vistasp, on account of great ability and activity, apart even from superintending. 17. About the praise of Frashostar for his having given Havobo in marriage to Zarathustra, the praise of Havobo for her complete reverence of Zarathustra, and admonition to Zarathustra as to making Havobo privileged for the post of housemistress. 18. About the praise of Gamasp for begging fortune and for wisdom in appropriating the excellence of the primitive righteousness. Also his affection for the sovereignty and for the recitation of revelation, in which there is assistance of Zarathustra through command of Bohuman. 19. About the praise of Ma'idokma for his accepting and exercising, and on account of his exercising, the upholding and propagation of the religion, also the yelling, united assault, evil food, and other affliction owing to the wicked in the earlier half of the night, which is that which Zarathustra had for a like reason to bear, and the reciting of the law of Ahu-Harmazd for the joy of the sacred beings and his appropriation of the best existence. 20. About the abounding of Zarathustra in complete mindfulness of the origin of learning and its development by him, both the object and the advantage of knowledge, which is the reigning of Bohuman in the body, being the means of developing the world in righteousness. 21. About the perfection of the ceremonial and obeisance of Zarathustra and the superiority of his recompense. Also advice to him as to worshipping Ahu-Harmazd preeminently and the primeval angels by their own names according to their greatness. 22. It is the excellence of righteousness that is perfect. And primeval angels by their own names and all that kind of relates to the first human being myth, right? I think more people know this through the Quran, that, sort of the shamanistic naming of the angels and things was a power given to, the first person. And if we look here about, the law of the primitive religion. By primitive, we don't mean that there's any advance afterwards. We mean that this is what things were upon. And see, it gets us to turn to those who know more than us, and ultimately that would be the prophets who got that through the lightnings and, what God has prescribed. And, some things are lawful and some things aren't. Some ways are lawful, and it's best to mix good all together, right?